Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So the streak is over. I had a 6-day win streak and it went really well. But I had a lot of bad stuff happen today. There are some positives for sure, but I just want to analyze what went wrong so I can, you know, make days like this happen far less frequently and make it when they do happen so I don't lose as much. So what happened today? I took 10 trades. I traded way too much. Unfortunately, I don't have a screenshot of, or I don't have like my buy and sell orders on the chart because Tradeovate clears them after the trading day. But I do have some screenshots. I was actually mainly chatting in my friend's Discord. Shout out Fabio. Appreciate you making a great Discord, man. So I'll just go through here and show you my trades. So this was the first trade. Um, I got short and I missed a huge chunk of this move. And I should have got short on bar 9. I should have got short on bar 12. But I missed a big move down because I wasn't confident in holding the trade. Unfortunately, I was going a bit off system actually. So 90% of the time I need to entry with a confirmation break, and we've been so bearish that I just was entering bearish right away from the start. I mean, we had bearish EMAs. Even the 5 minute was bearish at the open. The 5 minute EMAs. It made sense to me that we would go short, and I was right. We should have been short, but I just should not have exited as early as I exited. And then later in the day, so obviously made this huge move down. One move, A, B, C. The second leg of the move was as big as the first. So, like I said, I could have got in on bar 9. I could have got short on bar 12. Both of these are great entries according to my system, and I missed them. I was busy working on other stuff, but I really need to prioritize and make time in the first 1 hour, first 60 minutes, first 90 minutes, make sure I'm not missing the chart because I just missed the move, and it was a great big move down, like 90 points, and I just missed it. And then we turned around pretty much after the 90-minute mark, and we rallied up. We went way up to the upside. Tried to get short off bar 43. This was an okay trade to get short, but yeah, it failed. Unfortunately, and that's fine. Trades will fail. Then it came back up. Yeah, I tried shorting there. It failed. And I tried shorting a couple more times, and I shouldn't have because these are just racking up losses off plan. And then we've had, a few hammer bars bearish, and what do you know? It hit. Great, great trades. Bar 49, 50, 51, and 52 are all great bars. I missed the first three, but luckily I came back to my laptop and saw it just in time to get in on this trade. And I made, I think, like about 2R off of that, 1.7R. So that was a great trade. And at this point, I was up 1.3R. I was up basically $100. So I wish I just would have walked away here, but then I started moving up. I thought, hey, we're gonna get a retest, reclaim. It's breaking through the EMAs. It's coming back, and then it's gonna push down some more. And I just tried shorting every single bar without waiting for a confirmation break, and I just gave back all my money. This is 4 trades here, so I went from up 1.3R to down 2R in about 50 minutes. I captured a note here just about like some of the emotions I was feeling, and then in my whole day data, I captured a lot of, my thoughts down here as well. So I'll let you pause this if you want to read it. It's kind of personal, not really like personal information about me, but just kind of writing my feelings down. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it. But I just kind of am honest with myself and direct. Um, Back to the chart. So yeah, I tried shorting all this. It did of course turn around. It did come up back up to the top and then turn around and go down. But look, we're inside an hourly range at this point. Why was I getting short there? I saw these two bars with the wicks up high. This bar right here, it did break below this hourly bar. I thought, I just thought that was a pretty bearish sign right there. That I thought we were going to come back down here to these lows. But we're just rangy, and I just missed the best move, okay? And the most important lesson from today's trading is it's solidifying what some really great traders, professional traders, have told me. Andrew, Susan, I think Adam Grimes has said something like this. It's just, for me, it's like, I'm a human, right? I will always be susceptible to these emotional errors, to doing bullshit like, let me zoom out. Oh, zoomed out way too much. I will always be susceptible to doing bullshit like taking way too many trades in a day, going off system, just trading bad. I'm a human. It's gonna happen to me, right? So the key is you want to make those instances where it happens less frequent and less impactful when they do happen. Now, I think the last time I had a day like where I was feeling these emotions, I've lost like 7 times what I lost today, and I completely like decimated my account. Today sucks, but I gave back about a fourth of what I made over the last 6 days. I'm still up 760. And the other bright side is I could have made a lot more money today if I was just patient and stuck with my trades and let them actually play out. All right, getting that first 90-minute move, taking the break. It's hard to sell, like use these bars as signal bars, because from the top to the bottom it's 25 points. It's like 20-point stop losses on the ES, which is really large. But look, if I just risked it and I walked away and I let the trade happen, set it and forget it, or just set it for like 20 minutes and say I'm gonna come back in 4 bars, enter the trade short off bar 2 or off bar 9 or off bar 12, and just said, hey, I'm just going to come back in 20 minutes. Well, if I got it short off bar 9, I'd say 1 or 5, 10, 15, 20, and we'd have that bar, and that's really a great bar. And hey, maybe that's my first profit point or something like that, because that is, like 13 points. And then I see bar 14, and I say, okay, maybe we're going to have a measured move here. Let me try and get short again. And I say 5, 10, 15, 20. It's like, okay, now we're down another 14 points from that entry. So it's just like, look, setting and forgetting, it's a hard strategy to do because you just want to watch. And I don't even know if I am going to do it. But ideally, I do want to be watching the market. It's just I can't act on my emotions. I have to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. So I'm adding to my individual trade data, I'm adding this 5-minute confirmation break tab just to make sure I'm holding myself accountable. So I'll do that right now. Actually, I'll go to my data validation. List, source, drop down. Let's just do yes and no. So now this is yes and no. And then I'll do some conditional formatting as well. So I'll make it so that yeses are green, no's are red, and just so it's more color coded, 90% of the time it should be yes. And yeah, sometimes it is the right to sell on the close. Sometimes. But most of the time it's not, because I'm guessing and I have to take the guessing out of trading. So maybe I'll just straight up make this be 95%, or I'll say 97% of the time. Make this blue. Just doing some editing here. I think tautness. You gotta check the tautness of the EMAs. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to do some work. So I said the most important thing already, which is I need to. I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes like this. It's just about decreasing the frequency and decreasing the impact. I went over my price action. I'm positive because I did, the mistake. As bad as today was, I feel like I totally did not follow my plan. I'm still I didn't lose an amount that took me out of the game. So I feel pretty good in that aspect. Just need to be better about following my plan. I mean, I think after maybe 6 days of winning, I got a little complacent. Not cocky, a big ego and full of myself, but just just not respecting my plan the way I was. That started off the win streak, and frankly, over the last 3 days, I could have had much larger winners on some of the days. I know last Friday and today I should have had much larger winners. I think last Friday. Maybe it was Monday or Tuesday. But one of those days, there's been a couple days in the past week that maybe I only made 1 or 2 R, but I should have made much more. But I just didn't because I wasn't focused. I need to be more focused. I need to keep focusing on this hourly time frame. My experience and the way I'm going, it's trending in the right direction. Keep focusing on these outside bars, on the hourly, focusing on the outside on the daily, making sure I'm looking at my plan, because I haven't really looked at this plan sheet in quite a long time. But just oh, and by the way, I made it much smaller, much simpler. Very simple, easy to follow now. Not 4 pages, but more 8, 9 bullet points, if that. And really, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Really just 5 bullet points is what the trading plan is. And I got some other notes in here, but I need to decouple my mood from the outcome, and care less about the outcome and just care more about following my process. And like when I want to exit the trade because I don't trust myself because I'm antsy, it's like that's like when I most need to just get over the discomfort and let it ride and walk away. And that's like the main reason I'm making this video, is just to remind myself of that, because I really didn't want to make a video today, but I was just going to combine it with tomorrow's video. But while this is fresh, I really just needed to get this out here. Just talk about what went wrong. I need to think about it some more too. But what will I be doing tomorrow? Just really doubling down on what got me to go on the 6-day win streak in the first place. Just only taking the best setups, making sure I'm waiting for the confirmation break. After the trade hits, walk away. Don't be so eager to get in, wait for the best setups. And that's it. That's it, really. That's it. So we shall call it there. Thank you for watching. And if I'm nervous about any outcome, it probably means that I either have risked too much, and if that's probably the first and main reason, and if I haven't risked too much, it probably means I violated something in my system. But 7, 8 times out of 10, if I'm nervous, it means I risked too much, and I just need to back off and be patient and let it ride. Make sure I'm holding my trades for longer. I mean, I sent my stats to Russell privately. Not that I care about keeping them too private. In fact, I'll show them here. These were my results from last Tuesday to yesterday, when I was on my great win streak. This was the end of the 6-day win streak. If we look at my average winning trade time, it's only 5 minutes and 58 seconds. I would like to get this number much higher to just 10 to 15 minutes would be a big improvement. Really, it should be much higher. And I'm really going to try and start holding my trades for longer. I need to. Because if I did hold my trades for longer, I mean, in most cases, after I get out of a trade, it keeps going, at least in this market. And if I do get out, I just need to make sure I'm re-entering, but not re-entering at bad times. So I know I've kind of rambled a lot, but I felt like I had to get this all out. It's important for me. I have to rewatch this video after, and I have to just be better. I have to be better. I have to take the money out of it. I have to stress less. I have to do the right thing more. I have to be extra careful inside the prior day range. Extra careful after we have price action like this. After these first 3 bars, after this big push down, then this big push up, it's okay, we push down and we're right in the middle of the prior day range. Just that prior day range is really important, and it is important to stay out of it. Okay, that's it. We'll end it there. I wish I had a clearer sense of I could channel this frustration into something, but I'm just gonna I just have to let it go. I'm gonna go watch a movie tonight with my brother and my fiance, and I'm just gonna enjoy my night. Forget about the trading, get a good night of sleep. Come back tomorrow with a fresh set of eyes, and make sure I'm prepared to hold. Make sure I'm only taking the best trades, and that's what we'll do. So. There is one more thing I wanted to focus on, actually. This is actually one last important thing I wanted to talk about. Saw some guy who was nominated nominated for Trading Educator of the Year, and he talked about how instead of using terms like support and resistance, use the term like key level or something like that. And his point was like, just focus on the key levels. Which I know it sounds really stupid just saying that out loud, but like, okay, like yesterday the market went up to here, okay, and then it pushed it pushed down and then it pulled back to right here, and then it pushed down again, okay, and then it pulled back up to that level and then it pushed down again. Today we opened at that very level, okay. There was a gap. The hourly EMAs were bearish. It's a very high percentage trade that this gap will close. And today at the start of the day, I was like, okay, 26 points down to 88 points. That's like a really, and I was in up like at 40. I was up in at like 40, and I was like, 40 points. That'd be a 50-point trade if I hit that. That's way too big of a trade. And like my fear of this trade being too big, like I got out of it because I was like, there's no way this gap will close, and it closed in like an hour. It closed super fast. When you look at the grand scheme, so it's like if you have a trade you have high conviction in, just let it ride out. Okay, so talking about levels, if you asked me where the key levels were, and this day I'd say I'd pick right here because came down there, rejected, came back down there, rejected, came back down there, paused, pushed through, but then buyers bought it up really fast. Push down, push up. Okay, it already has come to this level 4 times, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been at this level 5 times just yesterday, or in the last 2 days. It probably will return down to that level again. Okay, so maybe I could do, one profit target here at this gap close, another profit target down here at this level that's been touched a lot. Markets are efficient, and that means like levels will get retouched. In fact, I'd bet on this level getting touched again tomorrow. If I had to guess, I'd guess we'll retouch down here. And I have to trust my instincts and let the market play out, okay, and not be afraid. So I know a long video, jumbled video, but just think about the key levels. Markets are efficient. They'll efficiently come back and get everyone back out. So yeah, that's where we'll end it. Thank you for watching. Peace.